The Ark of Osiris Champions bundle is here, which must leave you wondering, Chisgule, is this bundle worth buying? Well, I'll tell you all about it, baby. Stick around for the bundle review and more. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and we got a lot to do today. First and foremost, the brand new Champion of the Ark of Osiris bundle. Well, not so brand new. This actually is the exact same bundle we've seen the past, I think, 3 seasons every single time. And if you'd like to see me reviewing this bundle with a comedic haircut, now I know why people make fun of my hair, card up in the top if you'd like to see that version of the review. And I mean, just watch that at the end if you haven't already seen it. It's really quite funny. But to the point, this bundle, what does it have? It's got gold keys, it's got speed ups, and after the lowest tier of the bundle, it's going to have gold stars. Of course, I like that the resources are pick 1. Once you get to T5 troops, which you can do even as a free-to-play, you will be hunting for gold over all other resources almost certainly. But let me show you what's actually contained within the different tiers of this bundle. What you're looking at here are screenshots from a previous year. The bundle's contents are the same, but I won't be buying the bundle, which is a clue, by the way, into the fact that I think at this exact moment in time in the game, there's some other bundles that are probably higher priority if you're spending. At the $10 tier, 2 gold keys, 1 gold star, speed ups. $20 tier, we escalate to 2 stars, 4 gold keys, speed ups. Then, at the $50 tier, 4 stars, 8 gold keys, speed ups, and at the $100 tier, 6 gold stars, 12 gold keys, speed ups. I think that in terms of the volume of speed ups, this bundle is actually pretty good. It's about 65 days worth of speed ups, and compared to other holiday bundles, which are in like the 56 to 58 days realm, this is actually a higher amount of speed ups, and that's because this bundle is compensating for the fact that the gold keys and gold stars are relatively weak compared to other things that we see in these sorts of bundles. And let me jump back in game to show you what I mean. All right, here we are. And at this exact moment in Rise of Kingdoms, there is the Fragrant Breeze bundle that is available. This bundle is going to have slightly less speed ups, but it's giving you these embers instead of the gold keys. Now, for a player that's very interested in a gold key commander, then gold keys are really good. In fact, if you're in the very early game in Rise of Kingdoms, jamming out a ton of gold keys is absolutely fantastic. You want those commanders, you'll use those commanders until you get into the Season of Conquest, and then basically all of them become nearly irrelevant, which is the problem with gold keys. If we just get a quick look at the sorts of commanders that are going to come from the gold keys, there are only a handful that you would say, like, man, I am really excited to see these commanders show up. And that really is limited to Charles Martel, maybe El Cid, maybe Mehmed. Mehmed's pretty solid for quite some time. Double C for your Barb Forts. Mulan, maybe. That's a pretty good pickup. But for the most part, the gold keys, after you reach a certain point in the game, will become lackluster, especially once you max out your gathering commanders, and there's definitely value in having those maxed. You'd never use universals there, but there is value to getting those sculptures over time and maxing out those commanders, particularly Sundok and Cleopatra. But for the most part, the gold key value is not all that amazing. And if I just open 12 gold keys, just to simulate, like, gosh, if you randomly open 12 keys, Chisgule, like, what sort of stuff are you getting? A small amount of, okay, of course I get 10 of El Cid. Of course I get a full El Cid when I'm going to go and open up 12 gold keys as an example. But you get a few gold stars, you get a bunch of sculptures of commanders that once you've left the early game, you're not all that excited about. Okay, and then I get a full Charles Martel. Are you serious right now that I'm going to exceed the average? On average, you get about 2/3 as many sculptures at the legendary tier as you would get gold keys that you've opened. So to say that a little more clearly, you open up 12 gold keys, you'd expect about 8 legendary commander sculptures. And of course, you get some stars along the way. So I've got just a couple more gold keys here before we hit the 12 mark. And man, I mean, were like way above average. We were way above average. Okay, well, maybe this wasn't the best example to show you why the gold keys weren't the best. Let me show you why it is that instead you would probably prefer the Fragrant Breeze bundle if that's what you're buying. And if we go over to the reward choices over here, For every 20 embers, you can get 1 legendary commander sculpture. So at the $100 tier, you're choosing between potentially being able to get 10 legendary commander sculptures that are pick one of your choice versus getting the 12 gold keys. So not only are you on average getting just more straight legendary commander sculptures than you would with gold keys, you're actually guaranteeing they're going to be in whatever commander you want because they are universal legendary commander sculptures. Whereas with the gold keys, yeah, you're going to get some stars as well. Yeah, you're going to get some speed up, some experience, some random stuff there. There's certainly value to that if you're in the early game, but right now, I think the better pick is going to be to go with the Fragrant Breeze, and most people that are spending in the game are only spending to max out their recharge rewards anyways, and I'll just put my disclaimer in that I like to include in my spending videos, which is that although I'm not a financial advisor, and this is just not a phrase, this is not a phrase I say, this is a thing I mean, you are almost certainly going to be happier saving for retirement, having an emergency fund, staying out of credit card debt, and not getting into debt in the first place. All of those things are going to almost certainly bring you more happiness than spending in a mobile game, just to be clear. So I personally, as a whale in Rise of Kingdoms who spends a lot in the game, will be prioritizing other bundles over this particular bundle. And even if the timing of this bundle was different, I still would probably think twice about buying it. And instead, I would be leaning toward the bundle that we get every 2 weeks when Ark of Osiris shows up, the Call of the Ancients. That's a bundle I would prefer over this one. So I would imagine this is a bundle that primarily the biggest whales are going to be going for, or players that are in the early game and spending big to kind of accelerate their progress might kind of angle for. And I will say in favor of this bundle that it's certainly better than going in and buying any of these other super value bundles that are normally available to you. I think the volume of speed ups there is about 20 days, maybe even 30 days, where the speed ups higher than the things you're getting in these bundles. It is about 30 days higher than you'd get from like Fountain of Wisdom. So if what you want is speed ups, and most people should want speed ups, then certainly it's better than what you see in those super value bundles all the time. Now, I said we had a lot to talk about. The next thing we need to talk about today on the agenda is that this weekend we are going to be hosting yet another Champions of Olympia tournament, but this time we're going to open up not to be a celebrity tournament, but we're going to open it up so that everybody can attend. I still need to sort out the logistics for the tournament management system that we'll be using here. You will need to register. My goal is to have people actually get a ranking by virtue of playing in the tournament so that over some amount of weeks, we could actually make sure that people are playing against other teams of roughly equal skill, and we could have different brackets. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all going to depend on how many people actually want to play this weekend at Saturday, 14 UTC. So get 4 friends, form a team, and be ready to play Saturday, 14 UTC. Registration for the tournament will probably be around 13:30 UTC, right? So we'll do that right before the tournament. That way folks can certainly be on and not register in advance and then no show, right? This is going to be a lot of fun. Champions of Olympia. If you didn't see the celebrity tournament that we hosted this weekend, it was a lot of fun. Card up in the top. Congratulations again to the Father's Day Who's Your Daddy first ever Champions of Olympia tournament winner. I won't spoil who it is so that you go watch the stream. It was very fun. Now, the other piece of news that I just want to talk about is that later today, we are going to be spinning the Wheel of Fortune on my main account. We're going to make that a double spin. So we'll do it right before reset, and then reset's going to hit, and then we're going to spin again. So that should be a lot of fun as well. If you haven't already, throw a like on the video. Consider subscribing so that you don't miss things like these streams that we're going to be doing with the Champions of Olympia tournament. And join my Discord. Link is in the description. Discord.gg/Chisgule. You're going to want to join so you don't miss stuff like this tournament that we're doing this coming week. And if the tournament is popular enough, I can start to hunt out entities to go and sponsor the tournament in the future, which I think will be pretty cool. Maybe we'd start to have some prizes, right? But that all depends on the tournament being popular. So show up. Anyone can play. That means you bring a friend. We'll have a ranking system that we put in place so that over time we can figure out a way to have people play against folks that are about their same skill level and have a really competitive, fun environment. Check out those cards in the info button I shared earlier, especially if you want to see my outrageous haircut where it's like, I don't know, like up to here. I don't know if I was like during quarantine times or I just was being lazy and not getting my haircut, but it's really something. It's really something. And until next time, you have fun. Smash in the kingdom. See you this evening at the stream. See you this weekend for Champions of Olympia. Be there.